thank you for you and your father and all the partners at Greenbaum and Rose for your generosity. And please tell your dad everyone here asked about him and is thinking about him, and he's in our thoughts. And again, thank you for your investment in the county broadly, but for this donation. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you and your dad and your partner. So another round of applause for. I did have somebody say, just tell me that they felt like they were in a time warp back to like 2006 or 2007, driving through Maple Lawn, seeing things being built and this vibrant community, and it's a real testament to everyone here for what's going on here at Maple Lawn. We're so pleased, and I just really wanted to be here to say thank you to the home builders. Thank you for establishing the Maryland Center for Housing. I love the name because it really speaks to what everyone here does. You know, yes, it's about building houses, but it's really about housing, and that's something that everyone needs in good times, in bad times, and in tougher economic times it becomes more pronounced. And so the fact that the foundation will have a revenue stream to be here to support those who are less fortunate in our community really speaks to everyone here and your values and what you do for our broader community. I want to recognize Mary Kay Siggety on our Howard County Council, who slipped in just a moment ago. Mary Kay, thank you very much for being here. This is her district, and I want to thank you for supporting well-planned communities throughout your district and throughout Howard County. I also want to make sure I recognize, they were mentioned earlier, but one of the things we really work hard at here in Howard County, and we are absolutely not perfect, and I'll be the first to acknowledge it, but we really work hard to help you do your jobs. And one thing is true, time is money. And so getting you through a process as quickly and efficiently as possible is something we really strive to do. And so I really just want to thank Marshall McLaughlin, Director of Planning and Zoning, and Tom Butler, the Deputy Director, and Bob Francis in the back, who, if you don't know, is our Director of Licensing and Permits, and our Fire Chief, Bill Goddard, who, when I hired him, he took a brief foray from being in the fire service and became a real estate developer. So I have the best trained real estate developer fire chief that anyone could hope to have. And I say that in jest, but really, frankly, when it comes to the subdivision review process, having somebody who understands both sides of the equation, his job is to keep people safe. Don't get us wrong, but to do it in a way that shows a bit of understanding and flexibility to try to get us to the same point that where we're trying to go. Lastly, I just really again want to say thank you. You know, my job is about is supporting folks who are willing and able to invest in Howard County, invest in our tax base, and provide services for the residents. And the fact is, this region, and I speak more about Howard County, but this region has been asked to play a heightened role in our nation's security. You see what's happening with the U.S. Cyber Command at Fort Meade. You see what's happening if you drove through the Applied Physics Lab, and you see all the new buildings that are being raised. The fact is, we have some of the most brilliant people in this region doing some of the most high-tech, most important research in the country and in this world to keep our nation safe. Where are all these people going to live? You know, it's up to us to find good places for them to live, well-planned. I was speaking to an elementary school just the other day, and it stuck with me. I had a fifth grader raise his hand and say, you know, Mr. Ullman, you talk about loving the environment. Why are you letting them cut down trees to build houses? Kind of a tough question, right? And I said, well, you know what? Let's think about it this way. Think about the houses that you live in. You know, the house that you live in used to be somebody's farm, and we made a decision to strike the right balance to say, you know what? We're going to preserve areas in this county where it makes sense, and then we're going to create areas in this county where we think it makes the most sense to be able to offer housing opportunities. I said, you wouldn't be able to go to this great school that you go to and have all the opportunities that you have had somebody not decided to build this house so that your family could move to Howard County and give you a great future and send you to great schools. And so that's what we're about in Howard County, striking the right balance, and that's what you do every day. And so again, I want to say thank you, and I'm not at all distracted, by the way, that the kids from Reservoir seem to be sneaking over that hill. By the way, wouldn't it? I'll refrain from using a word I was thinking about, but wouldn't it be a shame if you're used to cutting school that way and you walked over that hill and you saw all these people? Somebody wants to get the tag of that red pickup truck, I'm sure. Anyway, I shouldn't have done that, but it was stuck in my head, and I usually say things for my own amusement as well. So, with that, are there others? Are we cutting the river? Putting shovels in the ground? We're putting shovels in the ground. All right, so somebody else will take over. Again, thank you all for your investment in making this project come together today. Thank you.